Hello and welcome to this cool down and stretch session that forms part of the University of Worcester's Staff Development Wellbeing Programme. This is aimed at those of you who are either working or studying from home and should be undertaken when the body's warm. So you might have been out for a brisk walk or a run, you might have been out on the bike, you may have been doing some vigorous housework, or you may have just done the Pilates circuit session that you can download from the McLennan Centre YouTube channel. Whatever you've been doing, the body needs to be warm, you need to keep warm, and you need to keep the blood pumping around the body, you need to keep the heart pumping. So keeping on the move like I'm doing now, stepping and touching from side to side or marching on the spot, you just need to be doing this as we cool down. So we're going to go through a series of stretches. Some of them will be maintenance stretches, just taking your body back to a pre-exercise state. Some of them, though, we might be doing what's called developmental stretches. So it's actually going to improve your range of mobility. So, keeping the body moving, the first one we're going to do is called a tricep stretch. It's really for the back of the arm. So you can either pull the arm back, keep your head up looking forward, keep your head in line with your spine, ribs nice and soft. Holding that there, making sure you're breathing all the while, even though you're holding a stretch, and then release the hands. So place the hands onto the chest, pushing the hands forward and back. What we're going to do now is just step back with one foot, bend the front knee, keeping the body in line with that back leg as you press the heel gently into the floor for that calf stretch. So we're keeping that heart pumping by moving the arms back and forth. So let's go back to that step and touch or march on the spot. And again, you can push or pull the other arm back, keeping your head up in line with your spine. So we're just stretching the back of your arm. You'll feel that pull at the back of your arm. Making sure we're not arching the back, and just keeping a natural curve in the lower part of it. So from there, this time bring your arms across the chest, and just step back with the other leg. Bend the front knee, keep your body in line with that back leg as you press the heel into the floor to stretch the calf. And again, keep breathing all the while. We hold these for about 8 to 10 seconds. They're just maintenance stretches. So let's go back to that step and touch. We're going to push both hands out in front of you. Imagine you're wrapping your arms around a big ball. And then just drop your chin to your chest as we stretch the upper part of your back. Again, keep breathing all the while. Feel that release between the shoulder blades. And then release the hands. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm going to turn to one side. You can stay where you are if you wish. And what we're going to do is take one leg out in front of you, bend the back leg, and then from there, curl the arms. Now, you should be feeling a pull from the back of your knee towards your bottom. When you feel that release, see if you can just go a little bit further. We're starting to develop this stretch. And take it back until you feel a pull again and hold that. Keep breathing all the while. If you feel that start to release, see if you can move the pelvis back a little further, a little higher. So until you feel that pull again and hold it. Keep breathing all the while, trying to keep that natural curve in the lower part of the back, and then up we come. So step and touch from side to side. This time, take your hands behind you, roll your shoulders back, and pull your hands back until you feel a pull across the front of the chest, a pectoral stretch. Again, hold that until you feel that tension at the front of the body start to release, and just pull the arms a little bit further back, without arching the back, without changing the alignment to the upper part of the body. When you feel that pull, hold it until that releases a little, and then see if you can move the arms even further back. Keep breathing all the while, then release the hands. So we're going to do the other leg this time, that hamstring stretch. So this time keep your elbows into your side, press those sit bones back. Those lovely bits you sit on when you're sitting on a chair. Perhaps move them a little further back if you feel the tension release. Keep breathing all the while. Hold it there for a while. When that releases, see if you can go a little further back, see if you can lift the pelvis a little higher. Then come back to that step and touch. So we're going to do now a stretch for the front of the thigh. So again, I'm going to go and do it sideways on. You're going to take one leg as far back as you comfortably can. And you're going to take that leg back, perhaps placing your hands onto your thigh as we open the hip, that hip flexor stretch, keeping the head up in line with the spine. Now, if you find it's difficult to balance, you can always go and grab a chair or something to put your hand on just to help you with that support, and just feel that sense of openness through the very front of the body there. So the foot's going one way, the upper part of the body almost feels like it's going in the opposite direction. And we bring that leg through and go back to that step and touch. We're going to bring one arm across the body, pull it across the body, and look over the shoulder that you're stretching. That shoulder stretch. And again, you can march if you don't want to step and touch from side to side. Keep breathing all the while. Then release the hand and we do the leg on the other side. So take one leg forward, slide that back leg as far back as you can comfortably take it. To feel that real sense of openness through the hip. Place the hands on the thigh just for support. Keep the head up in line with your spine. That spinal point slightly above head height, you can keep your gaze on. And get that real sense of length in that leg you're taking out behind you. Keep breathing all the while. And then bring that back leg through and go back to a step and touch. Bring the other arm across the body, pull the arm round and look over that shoulder you're stretching. So from there, let's take the feet a little bit further apart now. Turn your legs out of your hip joint. And then from there, bend one knee, so it's going out over the toe. So you're starting to feel a stretch on the inside of your thigh. At the same time, you can start to lean to one side and either reach up with the arm, pull your hand between your shoulder blades and lift the elbow to feel a pull through the side of the body. So we've got an inner thigh stretch and a side stretch. Holding that there for a little bit longer, and then rotating the upper part of the body, sweep the hand round, and let's change direction. So again, bend the knee forward out over the toe. Start to reach up through the fingertips or through the elbow. Get that real sense of length through your body. Keep your head in line with your spine. And sweep that arm through. And then walk the feet together. Now for this last one, you might want to find something to stand against, so a wall. And then from there, we're going to pick up the one leg, put the ankle just above the knee, keeping your pelvis against the wall, just gently pull the leg around to feel a pull around the outside of your thigh. So you're out to thigh stretch. Again, keep breathing all the while. Maintain your alignment. Feel that stretch and release. And then we just do the same on the other side. Pulling that knee across. Again, keeping your head in line with your spine. And then from there, you can either stay by the wall and you can turn sideways on and use it for support. Folding one knee into the chest, straightening up, pulling the leg back and dropping that knee down. You don't have to hold onto the wall, you can drop your arm by your side if you want. And so you can feel that stretch down the front of your thigh as you open your hip. Keeping your head in line with your spine. Keeping a natural curve in the lower part of the back, so you've got to keep your core engaged. Place your foot back down, so you can turn around, use the wall for support, or you can just face straight ahead, bend down, pick up the knee, straighten up the body. Once the body's straight, once you've got your body aligned, then you can pull that leg back without changing your alignment, so you feel that pull down the front of the thigh as you open the hip. When you've done that last one, bring that leg through. And that's it, you're all done. So you've loosened up, you've stretched out, and you've brought your body back to normal, and you're ready then to get on with your normal daily activities. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.